Try. Welcome back again. It's me, Mr. Hall. If you're unfamiliar with me, I'm a spiritual healer, leader, teacher, author, founder, many different titles, many different labels, undeniable and unexplainable, as reality is still catching up to give language to any of those things. Titles are relevant. I'm here to channel a message for you spiritually, energetically, using animism, omnism, and omnikinesis, different tools and methodologies. Possibly you'll get a confirmation and or just something that the universe or divine or parallel levels of existence are attempting to get through to you, to bring you further into alignment or answer questions and or inspire, whichever way you want to take it. But as soon as I begin the video, I begin to channel. So what came to my mind instantly was a moth, and also something about, so look into the spiritual symbolism of moths, and then also, so I'm picking up a transformation through a shadow period as well. And because this is a collective reading, we'll look at this globally. So a transition through a shadow period of expression and existence, and also being spot on or bingo or X marks the spot. These words are coming through as well. So that may be significant. Someone may be playing bingo. Someone may have made a decision and that action was indeed the correct step for you to take, despite any perceived emotions surrounding the logical decision. Okay. I'm also picking up energy work, and energy work in the format of choosing to be in a space of telepathically communicating. Okay, so we're talking about clairvoyance, clairaudience, spiritual gifts, these different spiritual natures of communication, right? And understanding your spiritual nature and how you connect with reality and how it speaks back to you in a very abstract and visceral way for you to understand specifically, right? And this alchemical process and work of translating the unexplainable, translating the unexplainable, and understanding what a gift it is to be able to have space and to have the capacity to translate these things. Okay. So however you're doing that, artistically, literally, within business, within companies, within society, outside of yourself, inside of yourself, sharing the energy, sharing the empathic communications, it is beautiful. And thank you if you haven't heard it lately. So I'm also picking up the psychic universe. So really getting into connection with this interwoven and interconnected collective consciousness. So the imagery that is coming to mind is a world. Okay, so the world, okay, a globe, depending on where you are within spiritual circles in relation to those contexts of reality. Either way, a globe, so the world in your hands, okay, and you tapping in energetically with your hand to the grid that is surrounding the world, and your tapping being like a ripple effect of energy spreading through time, space, and understanding. Okay. Confirmation with the bone crack. So something about really stretching out new practices for your interpretation of whatever form of practice or work you're going to be uptaking. As well as something very significant about textiles. So textiles in the form of imagery. Okay, so adding new feelings to imagery, adding a new fabric to reality. Okay, adding a new form of fabric to reality in whatever divine pattern that is for you. Okay, and it's going to bring balance to your masculine creative energy. Okay, divine masculine, feminine energies, masculine energy representing the moving forward and action of, okay? And action not specifically being physical only, but energetic action. So a lot of energetic action taking place within this psychic universe that interconnects all spiritual beings and energies, okay? So you may find yourself jumping timelines, quantum leaping, okay? If you look into the Nobel Prize that was recently awarded with some computational tools. So rewriting language, okay? I'm picking up rewriting language and the way that we collectively understand language and communication, okay? That's significant for someone, some type of significance. I may be talking to my master healers, my master leaders, architects of conscious systems. So today, I'm going to be using the karma cards, all right? And then I'm going to be using the Enochian Dictionary, okay? The language of angels. I was called to use this and channel in this way today. Significance may be also around the planetary placements and alignments as far as this recent full moon that just passed. All these readings are timeless, but significance if you're watching it right now during that time, okay? So someone may be pursuing some type of doctoral degrees, some type of advanced education as well, and or you ascending through to a new level spiritually of understanding protection, spiritual action, understanding the ways of let's put it that way, the ways of language, okay, are revealing themselves to you, okay? The ways of language are revealing themselves to you. And so you're being guided to remain elemental, okay? So think about and breaking down to very simplified elements, okay? Keeping the key elements that promise quality, okay? So not overcomplicating something, simplifying something to really be able to keep it classic. I'm also picking regal. I'm picking up a regal, okay? Classic, regal, original, authentic, all right? And with this, right, you've gone through this journey of a dark night of the soul within specific communications or social and spiritual. So spiritual socials, okay? So you may be partaking with your soul tribe, your spirit tribe, reaching out to your soul family in many energetic ways. And this can be happening in your waking life, consciously and also subconsciously. This knowledge is being brought forth, and also even in your sleeping life or when you're dreaming or astral traveling. If I've lost any of you already, pause this video and or go slowly in listening to the video and do some research on the language I'm sharing, okay? And it'll be very helpful for you, and it might trigger a key for you and bring balance to this divinity with infinite knowledge that may be attempting to connect with you, all right? But so something about a promise, someone may have made a promise to you as far as love, even if this can be in the context of an external individual, or it can be into the context of a energy. Let's say dark, light, no good or bads, right? But dark or light energies, and how to assess and use those energies, okay? So digressing, you're going through a space where you've come out of this dark night of the soul with the sun, soul, S-O-L. So speaking in other languages, also possibly someone is looking into learning different languages. So big confirmations on languages, the way we communicate language, and the way that the universe communicates back to you specifically in the collective and as an individual are very significant. Recently, most of the readings have been more relational to, I've been picking up energy of global changes and corporations and companies and governments, but this time it definitely feels much more feeling, very alive and visceral. Okay, feeling the breath in your body and bones, really connecting and grounding, and also simultaneously very high vibrational. So this channeling and bridging as an antenna, the physical vessel being the antenna, channeling in these higher vibrations into physicality, into the 3D, the third dimension, terrestrial plane, right, of being. And you're able to do this because you've gone through some type of a dark night of the soul, and there was a promise, possibly in the process of reincarnation, or possibly that you made as a part of your soul contract for you to experience during this lifetime of existence, okay? Many truths, many pathways, many different ways to understand this. But I'm picking it up specifically in that way, and that will have significance to you. So you may be looking into Lumerian energies, you may be connecting with this doesn't feel ancestral. This feels intergalactic. Okay, I'm picking up intergalactic council, the terms of this nature. So you may want to look into spiritual circles and those languages all throughout any available platforms. Okay, many books available, many social medias available, even artificial and algorithmic intelligence, which also holds significance here because we have this promise that you made with Saturn, and there's many different ways to look at the Saturnian energy. Okay, so you may be some type of fire sign, you may be some type of cardinal sign, Capricorn I'm picking up, okay? But this goes in some type of promise you made as a king or queen. Gender is outside of the spiritual dynamics and understandings, as that's a duality that's listed and understood here in this human experience of the flesh. Okay, but so there's some type of achievement that you've made, and you kept this promise that you've made with Saturn. Okay, so Saturn can also represent devil energy or darker energies or demonic energies, but there was some type of promise given to you through love. So you may not have made a specific contract with these energies, but and there is just a love. So the language I'm getting is a demon is in love with you. Sucks to suck, but and there's positives for that too. Long story short, so you have some type of energetic attachment through love, and this is due to some promise of learning that your soul made in reincarnating during this lifetime, and you're being asked to prepare and praise. Okay, so really step into this place of gratitude by preparing yourself, preparing your vessel for this power, preparing your capacity to handle power, wield it, shield it, honor it, sustain it, right? Preparing to, you can do this by praying. Okay, I'm picking up praying or setting intentions, whichever methodologies you like to use. I'm picking up the Hermetic sciences again. You may want to look into that. Also philosophy and theologies, those are coming up too. So prepare the praise for this powerful promise that was given to you through love, through these demonic energies. No good or bad. This is coming from a place, and I'll give context for this. Someone is attempting to hurt you in the physical. You may want to know how to prepare and how to handle yourself in those situations. We'd rather not have conflict, and conflict is a very healthy aspect within this physical realm as we see it in nature. Conflict between continents coming together, and that also may be significant, then creating fissures that will cause some type of reaction in the earth that we all can see as a human species. But you're being guided to prepare and pray and praise this energy, and you're going to do that by resting. So honoring yourself with rest, okay? Giving yourself a break, taking a second down, getting out of the hustle culture to really embrace this quality, this new fabric of reality that you're going to be able to incorporate into your daily life, okay? Into your reality, then simultaneously spreading through the consciousness of the collective when we look at this global interconnected scale and that grid. And the imagery I'm getting is a rising hand. Okay, so that may be, so rising the understanding of these demonic energies and entities. And this can take many contexts depending on where you are in the timeline of your spiritual awakening, right? So let's say these illusions that are happening globally or have been happening, this perceived control that was happening through different groups and organizations is being cleared, okay? The veil is lifting, the illumination is happening on these things. So giving space to have unconditional love through these changes that appear to be chaotic. It's the best way for me to translate that for you, okay? Okay, something about Spain, something about Aspen. These are places in the Western world, so that can be significant for you as well. I'm also picking up Allah, okay? I believe that is in the context of specific religious groups as well. Okay, so you have the fire of Allah, Okay, I believe Allah translates into some form of God and is definitively God as well in specific groups and circles, all included here. Okay, with omnism and animism, the only rule is we let it flow. So, something about pop. So pop, that may be significant to a father, pop as a soda. So you may have gotten a vision to drink something sweet, or you're being given some type of juice or elixir for your soul and spirit that you have been rewarded with because of that beautiful and graceful, demure transition through that dark night of the soul, which may have spanned a lifetime, right? This lifetime, okay? Right, so angelic English, okay? This makes, and in referencing this dark night of the soul, it may have been a long, stressed period for you. And now you're being guided to rest as you have been rewarded, okay? So I'm picking up a very successful energy. I'm picking up C and K. C, the letter, and also the ocean. So something significant about flowing with these emotions that are coming up within you, and K as in king, knighted. I'm picking up medieval time frames, okay, within Western worlds. You can associate this to whatever was happening during that time period where you're located in the world, okay? That's significant as well. And something about pronunciation. Pronunciation and scope. So this is getting more into the practical aspects of business development. So that may be significant for you as well. When you get these powers and these gifts and you're aware of them, you're already aware of them. This is just a confirmation. Okay. You're going to be in a space to think about the scope and scale of what you would want this enterprise, this business, this e-business, this company, this true work that you're entering into to encompass, okay? How much and what do you want to encompass? So rest so that you're prepared to delegate the tools or the tasks to yourself, servitors, depending on what energies you're working with, okay? Now, let's get into the karma cards. Thank you, Enochian. Angels, Angel. Okay, I'm also picking up Angel. So today, yeah, something specific about Latin culture and also possibly Latin ancestors. I'm picking up Arawak as well. Okay, the Tainos. Look those things up if you're unfamiliar with them. I'll go ahead and say that this would be related to the indigenous cultures. So something about you possibly having a connection to indigenous cultures. Okay, but yeah, so as soon as I split the deck, I got Virgo, okay? So you can have strong Virgo placements anywhere in your birth chart. If you're unfamiliar with the birth chart, you can go ahead and click the link in the bio. I am available for readings selectively, okay? And in Virgo, you're going to find so you're going through a purification. It seems that your soul, your consciousness, your way of thinking is going through a purification. And this is happening on a global scale, macro and micro, okay? Okay, so you're noticing the details of your communication, noticing the details of the way the universe is communicating with you. The external realm will be giving you messages that have possibly been interrupted or intercepted and or interfered with, okay, through means of energetic manipulation. So you're becoming more aware of that, and now that that is conscious, it no longer applies. And because of that, you're being guided to rest so that you can be filled with this new power and gift and whatever. So I'm picking up Gen Z, Gen Alpha energy. So I'm not sure where you fall in the generational age scale, but Gen E. So the name Jenny may be significant. Gen E. So also Jinn. Jinn as the drink, Jinn as a entity as well. Okay, and because we did pick up Allah and the frequencies of those spaces on the planet. So something about Jinn. Confirmation, yeah. I don't know if you saw the keyboard light up, but either way. So you may have a Jinn attempting to work with you or connect with you and or give you knowledge on something, okay? yeah, give you the string for this fabric. Okay, so something's going to be sticking out to you. Something might poke you, something might touch you. Okay, and don't be alarmed. I'm being guided to let you know this is simply a confirmation for some form of contact that you have requested to get clarified. Okay, and also Arabic, the Arabic language and that writing style I'm picking up as well. Cursive may also be significant. Okay. Yeah, you're stepping into your North Node and you're no longer being apologetic about it. So some form of success, as I'll digress and say we did feel that energy, this achievement, this award, this may be spiritual prosperity and inheritance, or it can be a literal inheritance, because I keep seeing the imagery of gold, citrine, very royal and regal, right? We did get that Victorian and medieval perspective coming through. Okay, and you can apply that to whatever culture you are associated with and or identify with, if you still identify with those terms. So so also planets are going to be giving you some type of signs and symbolism, so you may want to look into what's going on astrologically right now. Okay, whenever you're watching this video, because it's timeless, right? So whenever you're watching this, go ahead and check where the Virgo placement is going to be. All right, and you may have a strong Virgo placement in Mercury. So something about the V, okay, that may be significant. It can be a college, a school, a company, just some significant letter. When you see a V come up in your reality, that's going to be a confirmation for you. And now I'll go ahead and allow the space for this video to come back to your conscious. And when that happens, when you see this V, this split or fork in the road, know that this is where your North Node is letting you and giving you space to communicate clearly, okay? So look out for a tap, a touch, some physical sensation. When you see this V, that's going to be your confirmation, okay? And there may be something significant about a Virgo as well as a Gemini, because we're seeing two sides of the coin, as above, so below, but the connecting of minds through the hair. So hair may be significant as well. Hair as in the form of a rabbit. So some type of real spring energy. This could be happening around spring, but the word that I'm picking up is abundant. So this abundant energy, this flourishing energy, okay? Something may be significant about the adult entertainment industry, the flourish, okay? Something about you entering into this very fertile time and period while being in your North Node, and you're being gifted the ability to communicate this mentally and communicate purely, pure communication. You've been gifted with a pure communication, possibly from angels, and whatever way you, in the many ways that you would like to see that, okay? So you're leaving this destitute desert plain, okay, of existence, and you're stepping into flow, okay, because we did get the ocean. So someone's name as well could be Flow, okay, something about a heavy flow. I'm picking up the reference from the American film American Pie, and something about heavy flow. So some type of cycle period, some type of gesturation and maturing energetically, okay? Yeah, a maturing of love, okay? A maturing of being in love with your North Node, a maturing of taking action and honoring the steps that you're being guided to take, and being unapologetic with this. And Mars, I believe, currently is in Scorpio, so look up the significance of that as well. So something significant and something of significance, okay? Something being significant about significance, okay? So very pertinent messages I'm getting are the V, okay? 2, peace sign. So some type of war as well. Some type of internal war. A war of worlds is possibly taking place spiritually, intergalactically, in yourself, and also externally, okay? And this can be a sign of something upcoming within the global scale. But it doesn't feel heavy or pressing at all, okay? It's going to be more of a communication, all right? I'm picking up a halo made out of barbed wire. Okay, that may be significant for someone as well. The imagery is hilarious. Okay, so... So yes, you are receiving messages clearly, all right? And your direct message is to rest, okay? And you may have been feeling this as well. depending on where you are on the timeline. Some of you may have been very excited about this love energy between yourself, a Virgo, and some type of communication coming in. Okay, that's also exciting too. But let's see. So have faith in okay. Have faith and cherish in communication of uh, the communication, okay, that you're getting from others. So I would say these entities, these dimensions, so be thankful that you have these strong connections, okay? These bonds have been solidified. Yeah, it's a good fortune. It's good luck. So despite the conventional societal standard perspective of good and evil, bad and right, wrong and wrong, you know, these dualistic perspectives, you're being guided to understand that this is for your best and highest good, and also the highest good of all involved, and coming from a good luck energy and frequency, right? Also, something significant about a Pisces. So I'm picking up also breaking out of the bowl. So because my beautiful fish, I'm picking up a glass ceiling, breaking through a glass ceiling, that a proverbial glass ceiling, right? Breaking through some type of glass ceiling of consciousness, and you are going to be able to partake in this. So again, circling back to this, maybe this message may be heavily for some of the spiritual masters, master healers, and those that are in the arts of working with different entities and understandings, okay? And or you're beginning to get that title, which was already yours, okay? So I'm picking up a return of inheritance, all right? Because that has also been a huge theme in many spiritual circles. This swapping, destiny swapping, this energy of spiritual warfare and the illusion of you not having it all when you already do, okay? So going from healing to being healed, and now being in a space, if you choose to partake in the healing of others through whatever modality and methodology you would like, okay? This is going to be blessed and lucky for you because you are activated and working in your North Node using Venus, love, okay? All right? So cherishing and enjoying this process and this journey, all right? So we have, so you're being guided, you're going to have, you're going to have good luck communicating love, communicating your North Node, okay? So good luck communicating your soul mission, your North Node, your life path, your true work, okay, with love. And you're going to be loved for it, cherished and enjoyed externally, and even if not externally by other individuals or groups, you will find your tribe, your people, those that you don't have to do the explaining to, okay? And I'll digress again where we're getting this energy of, okay, tired of explaining, we'll just use telepathy, right? So that may be where you are with this, because it's just such, it's been so many different energies coming through, and I'm going to reference again that has been in some of the significance, some of the videos below, and have mentioned this, neutrinos, okay? Look into those terminologies. Yeah, you're entering a new vibratory period. You're entering a new vibration. You're entering a new frequency. So the reptilian brain I'm picking up is slowing itself down, and this grasp that the reptilian energy had on the global network of interconnectedness is being released and transmuted with love, okay? And when we say vibrationary period, so someone may be partaking in some type of sex magic or attempting to call you back in, so maybe a past lover, because we do have Venus, recent past, or this can even be happening. You can be expecting maybe some communication from a past lover, past life lover, some type of soulmate, twin flame. Those terminologies are useful in different circles, okay? Your divine masculine, divine feminine, however you see fit to communicate these things. Somebody wants to fuck. Somebody wants to fuck raw. Okay, that's very significant. I'm just gonna go ahead and let you know. That's the easiest way to say that. But anyway, so being heavily desired and being very heavily engrossed with pleasure as well, and purity. Okay, purity in this duality between the shadow and the conscious. Okay, yeah. So I mean, yeah, this fuck energy. So the devil, Capricorn, not all Capricorns. So in a high vibrational frequency and energy of Capricorn. So this material rule, this material gain, this material space, really balancing this material and ethereal energy. Okay, and it's coming in waves. So vibratory waves are being sent to you. Okay, vibratory waves of energy are being sent to you. And if you're able to tune in, silence, ground, and rest, you're going to be able to really pick up these energies. Okay, these don't feel like negative attachments at all because all of these cards, here I'll show them. So we have Jupiter, North Node. Okay, so you have good luck in your North Node journey. You have love communication, okay, some communication of love coming through, some message of love, okay, and that can be coming in digitally, intergalactically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, literally through a phone, through mail, through text, but you are getting the message by any means necessary. Okay, and then we have Virgo in the 10th house, so some type of completion, some type of full circle, this mirrored effect between your higher self and your lower self as well, and it being stabilized and grounded with this mountain earth energy. Okay, so your destiny, you've reclaimed your destiny. Okay, that's the energy I'm picking up. You've reclaimed your destiny and your goals. Okay, your goal is to complete your destiny in this lifetime, and it's happening. Fortified, unequivocally a yes from the universe. Okay, despite any external circumstances. So this is beautiful energy. I'm going to keep going a bit, but there's this heavy okay, man, there's this heavy emphasis on sacred energy exchange that is just overwhelming. So you may be feeling this as well with this sex magic that I did pick up. You may want to look into that. Uh, so I'm picking up occultism as well. So there may be something trying to draw you into that space, but you're approaching it from a very healed perspective. And this is beautiful for you because you've gotten through that dark night of the soul. Nice. Share the deeds. Let's see. Oh, on here. Neptune. Okay. So the idolization. So, okay. So these illusions that I mentioned, okay, with Neptune being stuck within the karma cards box, okay, that's very highly significant. So some type of Neptunian energy that was stuck or trapped is coming through to break through these illusions and or give you the keys to understanding how to break through these illusions. And this can be past tense, present tense, happening now, in relation to time. Something significant about a relative. So that energy that may have been heavy for you to get through, you've gotten confirmation that this may have been some form of relative that has an air sign. Okay, air sign is significant. That wasn't what I wanted to say, but an air sign relative may be very significant in either the communication on a positive aspect of understanding this newfound authority that was originally yours, but something about an illusion possibly coming from an earth sign and an air sign. Okay, the masking of that energy. So some type of communication coming from an earth sign may be you're getting a heads up about that. Okay, and you're going to be feeling this. You may hear a high-pitched sound when, as a confirmation for you when this comes through, and also master number 33. You may want to look into that. So some type of deviant Mason energy could be attempting to, Masonic energy, maybe attempting to send that energy. Not all Masons are bad, not all Masons are good. It's just one of the practices of spirituality and reality, right, in this dimension. So get into nature as well. Go ahead and ground yourself into nature. I'm picking up lavender, or go ahead and grab yourself some lavender or some whatever flower, okay, or floral energy that you can surround yourself with will be good to connect with this frequency that is going to be elevating within you. And also some type of protection rituals are going to be good as well. If you are practicing them already or looking into those and understanding those dynamics, then you're already ahead of the game. Okay, and something significant about a game. Okay, so possibly some sports, something maybe happening at a game, some type of event. Okay, All right, some uncovering of hidden tendencies as well. And yeah, here goes Libra with that air sign. That was the specific air sign I was picking up. So, um, mm, I'm picking up your faith through the darkness is going to allow you to cooperate perfectly. So perfection to cooperation, right? So you're going to have faith in yourself to cooperate and perfect your ideas as far as short term and long term. So you may be going on a trip as well. And again, with this communication. All right, so you've released this anxiety with the South Node being here around the ideas that you would like to communicate to the world. And you're doing it diplomatically as a service to others. Okay, with the seventh house being here. So health. Somebody may have a lisp that may be very significant for you, a confirmation and a signifier. So seventh house, very significant. Third house, very significant. And 12th house. These, as well as numbers, may be significant, okay? I'm picking up that someone or an individual that you may connect with will have a south node in your north node placement, and vice versa. Their south node, your south node placement, will be their north node placement. So that's of significance. Generally don't speak too much on the birth charts, but that's of high significance for someone. And understanding that while in your north node, your south node is going to be a good tool to use. So not getting trapped in the south node, right? Whatever your south node was previously, you're moving on from that and achieving your north node and stepping into your true work, right? But you have those skills from a past life, from previous lifetimes, from previous dimensions. So use those skills and embody them, but apply them to your true work and your north node. Okay, that's very significant. I'm also picking up Vedic astrology, and I'm also picking up Eastern horoscopes, Eastern and Western horoscopes. So you may want to look into how they translate across the globe. How does your horoscope translate? I'm picking up Pig, I'm picking up Snake, I'm picking up Gemini, I'm picking up Aries. Those are significant as well. Interesting. Okay. The names Stefan may be significant. Something about a lion and Milo. Okay. Something about a loan. Okay. Milo, a drink. Also, I'm picking up islands with that. There's a coffee drink or a cocoa style drink that may be significant. Okay. So the development of a record that sets the tone. Okay, so I was picking up when I referenced Milo. So those letters may be significant, Milo, as well as the coffee cocoa drink, cacao. Okay, I'm picking up Amazonian energy. So something may be going on in the Amazon as well. But literally in the rainforest, the Amazon as we know it on this planet, and also the digital company Amazon. So something may be coming through the mail in Amazon, or some type of flourishing is going to take place there for you as well. I'm getting that. And yeah, know the okay, know the D, but D-E-E-E. So know the deed. Okay. So you're going to be guided on the steption. You're going to be guided on how to frame your visualization and perceptions to take action. So know the deed, know the action, know the contract that you will be working with through this past life or through your soul contract to really achieve this success confirmation. Okay. You know what needs to get done now, is what I'm picking up. You know what needs to get done. So do it. Okay? Anything else, Spirit? All right, we'll do an angel answers, okay? All right, so here's the angel answers oracle deck. Yeah, something is engraved and solidified, and that came up recently too. I've had this deck for so long that the title in beautiful shiny wording and font has engraved itself into the box. So something is set in stone, engraved into your destiny. So also something about a birthmark, tattoos, maybe significant, some type of significant placement, okay? Maybe you have a something on your throat I'm picking up. You also may have some type of mole or some type of beauty mark or factor that is going to be significant as well. Confirmation for you. So, excuse me, okay. So spiritual burp happens. So we're releasing of this gift of prophecy, okay? I'm picking up prophesy, octopi as well. Okay, so something of high intelligence being communicated through the vocals. So you may be saying something or hearing something from someone that is going to be so accurate and ring so true that even if the words sound like you are going to understand. You're going to know. So this angel language, okay, Enochian language. Okay, something is going to be a message directly from your angels, directly from your ancestors. Okay. With that Milo energy, it can also be ancestors. I'm picking up African ancestry, okay? Yeah. And ultimately, it's up to you. So you are literally in the space to create now. You are in the space to create whatever you want and have whatever you want, however you would like it. There you go. It's up to you. All right? You got the green light. I'm picking up, I forget this. I'm not the name of the artist, John Legend. So you're a legend. There we go. You know the work that needs to get done for you to become a legend, for you to own and step into this legendary status of on a practical 3D terrestrial level, as well as honoring this gift bestowed upon you to prophesy and speak into your life, speak life into being, okay, into things, into existence. This may be one of your gifts that has been awakening. So rest your throat, drink some chamomile tea, drink some hot cocoa. That may be significant as well. And we are getting into those seasons of a more temporal, cold temperature. Okay, something about the temporal lobe as well within your brain. Okay, that may be significant. So some type of headache is going to be going away. Yeah, so healing yourself. Yeah. So you're healing your mind, okay? You're healing your mind to really align with this abundance. A definitive yes. Abundant. Look at that, holding two worlds. A definitive yes. I mean, you are creating worlds. So really bridging that energy, grounding it, and giving a new textile, a feeling, a foundation to the communication, styles of language, okay? This may be one of your gifts. Okay, so I'm also picking up automatic writing. And you're being guided to dance. Let's dance. Let's dance, okay? That's very significant for you. Okay, and something about an audience. Dance in front of an audience. But it's up to you. But it is up to you. And however you see that audience. So it doesn't mean that you may be in a platform-based system like this, where we are here and now, but dancing for yourself, dancing in the mirror, dancing for your spirits, dancing for your ancestors, getting that energy out, letting that energy flow, okay? That may be very significant. I'm picking up salsa. As in the dance and also the chips. So something about you eating tomatoes, something about you incorporating more light foods, living foods into your diet, okay? That may be significant as well. Living foods as far as vegetables and organic foods, not so much meat. All right, because based on this reading, you're about to flip it where it resonates. You may be getting some good, flip it where it resonates for you and your take on pleasure with another individual, okay? But you're going to be getting some meat, and or you're going to be getting some good, some cat. It's going to be some nice, some good juicy flavor, okay? I'm also picking that up. Either way, whatever floats your boat. We don't yuck anyone's yum over here. Now, okay, something else just came now too. So there's going to be some diplomacy around that war that we picked up, okay? With this peace symbolism really representing, so different contexts. You can go ahead and look up the symbolism between the peace symbol and what this piece means, and you'll get some better insight that may be significant for you. But either way, go ahead and understand what's incoming to you is some type of peace offering as well, outside of this love and pleasure, this Venetian energy and this sacred energy exchange with sex. You're going to be getting some type of peace offering. So this could be a business pleasure, a pleasure doing business with you, I'm picking up, experience, a situation that goes from either pathway, one with starting with pleasure and just intimacy, not just, and intimacy, and then going into business, okay? But some type of olive branch being extended to you. And this could be coming from government entities, agencies, different things of that nature. I'll not share too much classified information, but yeah, that looks really good. Yeah, look at that. Opportunity. You see all those coins? So something also significant about e-currency, cryptocurrency, okay? All right, tribe. I'm going to leave it there. If you enjoy the way that I read, the style changes based upon what the energies need me to translate for us, okay? You're about to get a new cherry popped. Your cherry is about to get popped. That's very significant for somebody as well. New cherries popped, new experiences, new pops. All right. And we did mention and see pop in the Enochian dictionary as well. So remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you're not watching this on YouTube, go ahead and come over to the YouTube channel, check all of the videos below. Once you get to YouTube, click the link above to view all of my products, services, and links, and everything that I do have to offer in the many platforms. Check out the shorts when you get to YouTube for instant confirmations as well. All right. See you in a New York minute. That's the final thing I'll channel. Something about 60 seconds, okay? Also the television series, something significant as far as this, that's a station television show in America. You can look it up and whatever would be relevant to 60 seconds in your space of continent or geological location, okay? All right, tribe. I will see you next time.